All right, shalom, shalom. Start by giving infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushua Ba'Shem Harakak Wadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well and are worthy of the double honors. Peace and blessing to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners. You sincere Agwath during these last seconds of time. Shalom. All right. Back at you with another lesson going into this next version of us will be unrecognizable. This next version of us will be unrecognizable. In quotation, sons of God. All right? And this next version of us will be unrecognizable because the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua will allow us to be raised up and given those incorruptible celestial bodies. All right? Those unrecognizable bodies compared to these earthly ones that we are currently in prisoners of hope in. Okay? So just going to go into Genesis, the 5th chapter. Lord willing, this message be edifying. This is Genesis 5:1. This is the book of the generations of Adam in the day that the Elohim created man, and the likeness of the Elohim made he him. And ultimately the top Elohim, all right, which that word God goes into, all right, or judge, ruler, power, all right, that top judge, that top ruler is Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, all right, which was first that earthly man, Adam, okay? That is the image that we were created in, man, that image of Yahweh Shai. He was that prototype. He was that firstborn, okay? And as you have it, the book of Colossians, chapter 1, verse 15, it says, who is the image of the invisible power? The firstborn of every creature. And that is Yahweh Shai, man. Right? The invisible power, Yahweh. He is the image of Yahweh. He is Yahweh in the flesh, man. The Son of the Most High. Okay? All right? Who is worthy of that preeminence. Okay? It says the firstborn of every creature. And as you know, we are all creatures. All right? And then that 5th day, all right, those creatures were created, which consist of us. And then that 6th day, going into Genesis, the 1st chapter, we were made in the image, all right, of the invisible power, all right, the firstborn of every creature, which is Yahweh Shai. It says, for by him were all things created. That's right, man. By Yahweh Shai, man, all things were created, man, starting from the very beginning. Okay, him being that firstborn of every creature. And liking on to that, we are also liking on to the sons of God, all right, under Yahweh Shai. Okay, us being the first fruits, the hopeful elect. It says, for by him were all things created that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers, all things were created by him and for him. You see, all things were created by him and for him. Yahweh Shai, man. All right, that image of the invisible power, man. Okay, even from the very beginning, man. As you go down into Genesis, the 1st chapter, man. All right, the beasts of the field. All right, you have the tree yielding its fruit. All those things were created for Yahweh Shai ultimately, and us obtaining that inheritance under Yahweh Shai. Those things are going to be put under us as well, man. All right? Because as we are under Yahweh Shai, it says, verse 17, and he is before all things, and by him all things consist. You see, he is before all things. He was before all things, man, before all of us. We were made in the image of him, man. All right? Going back into Genesis, the 5th chapter, the sons of God, man. All right? They were likened on to what? Gods, man. All right? Because when you go into that word, which we're going to get into, antediluvium, all right, which means before the flood, they were patriarchs, all right, at the antediluvian period, patriarch going into a male head of a family, okay, the sons of God. Verse 18, and he is the head of the body, the church, who is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in all things he might have the preeminence. The preeminence, you see? And that was Colossians 1:18. And we're going to get that. We're going to read it in the NLT, and then we're going to get that word preeminence, okay? Because ultimately, the elect, the first fruits, we will obtain that preeminence under Yahweh Shai, man. All right, and King David, okay? It's Colossians chapter 1, verse 18. It says, I'm going to just read it verbatim, and I'll start from verse 17 in the NLT, Colossians 1:17. He existed, speaking of Yahweh Shai. Notice it says he existed before anything, and he holds all creation together. It says Christ is also the head of the church, which is his body. He is the beginning, supreme over all who rise from the dead. So he is first in everything. You see, he is first in everything. And I just want to get this one real quick, because Yahweh Shai said this himself, man, in the New Testament. Okay, because Yahweh Shai comes in the volume of the book, and just backing that up, it's Revelation 1:8. In red letters, Yahweh Shai speaking, it says, I am the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending. You can't take away from that, man. It's red letters. Yahweh Shai said it himself, man. All right. I am an Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending. Okay. Backing up that Colossians 1:18. And he is the head of the body, the church, who is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in all things he might have the preeminence. You see, the preeminence, man. Yahweh Shai says he's the Alpha and the Omega, man, from the very beginning, as that first man, Adam. All right, and the Most High put the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding into him, which we know as the breath of life. It says preeminence.
Strong's G 4409.
Protuo, basically going into prototype. Prototype, man. You can't make this up. All right. Yahweh Shai was the prototype, man. Protuo, it says to be first, to hold the first place, to be first in rank. Strong's definition, to be first in rank. Ooh, look at that. G441. 144, man. It says to be first in rank or influence, have the preeminence. To be first in rank or influence, to have the preeminence. You see? Back in that Revelation 1:8, I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, said the Lord, which is and which was and which is to come, that Almighty. Because you see, as we're going to get in 1 Corinthians 15, all right, it says afterwards is a quickening spirit, man. All right, that first man, Adam, was earthly, okay? Now let's go back to Genesis, the 5th chapter, and let's get into it. Verse 2. Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called their name Adam in the day when they were created. You see? The Adamites. All right? This is how you got them. This is how you got the Adamites. It says, male and female created he them. You see? So male and female were known as the Adamites, man. A lineage of people that the Most High, all right, dealt with. All right? It says, and called their name Adam in the day when they were created. And this also proves that Eve actually wasn't called from an actual rib, man. All right, it says, and called their name Adam in the day which they were created, male and female, man. Okay, and I'm just going to read down, and then this is basically the lineage of the sons of God, man, the sons of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. And I'm just going to go into a few of them, go into a couple of words, all right, and just harp on a point of this next version of us is going to be unrecognizable, the sons of God. Verse 3, and Adam lived 130 years and begat a son in his own likeness after his image, and called his name Seth. All right, and that word Seth goes into compensation. Okay, that word Seth means compensation. All right, and in other words, this is spiritual. Seth's name was spiritual. All right, as we all are. It says, in other words, amends for loss or damages. You see, that's what compensation means, and basically amends for loss or damage. And Seth, all right, was rose up in the place of Abel. Okay, basically associating something old with something new. All right, when Cain killed Abel, the Most High set up Seth. All right, basically that compensation for Abel, and Abel's name goes into translatory, man. Okay, like something that goes and comes, man. That's how his spirit was. That's how the Most High created him, man. Okay, to be that righteous sacrifice. Okay, so Seth going down was the son of Adam. All right, and it says in the days of Adam, after he had, verse 4, Salakia, and the days of Adam after he had begotten Seth were 800 years, and he begat sons and daughters. You see, almost a full day, man. Let me get this real quick. All right. Get this real quick. This is 2 Peter 3 and 8. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. So a day, all right, to the Lord is 1,000 years, man. 1,000 years is a day. So Adam almost lived up into a full day, man. All right. We were the sons of God. We were dealing with the Most High closely than we've ever been, man. We fell from that state of the sons of God, man. That's why the Most High tells you in Genesis, the 6th chapter, all right? Let me get it real quick. This is Genesis 6 and 3. It says, and the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he is also flesh. Yet his days shall be 120 years. So we go from Genesis 5 and 4, all right? 5, Salakia. It says, in all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. You see? 930 years. So that's almost a full day, man. All right? So we went from 930 to 120 years, man. All right? And Jake, on this side, all right, here in America, across the four corners where we're scattered, Jake isn't living up to, Jake is barely making it to 80, man, 70, man. All this pollution from the food, to the diets, to the chemtrails, to just the society, just what it promotes is just violence and death, man. Okay? This flesh. Okay? So Genesis 5, all right, and 6. And Seth lived 105 years and begot Enos. All right? Enos meaning basically a man, okay, which was the son of Seth, okay? It says, and Seth lived after he begot Enos 807 years. You see it, 807 years. And begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Seth were 912 years. You see, 912 years again. Almost that full day, man. All right? Jake is not living close to 912 years these days, man. All right? That shows you how far in the disconnect between the sons of God and where we are now, man. But now this next version of us, all right, the Lord is going to raise up, all right, in these latter days, these incorruptible celestial bodies. We're going to be unrecognizable, man, okay? Because we're going to live forever. So it says, and Enos lived 90 years and begat Canaan. And Enos lived after he begat Canaan 815 years and begat sons and daughters. So Jake was still getting busy, still basically bringing forth fruit at 815 years, man. Okay? That's unheard of today, man. To be producing kids at 40, 50 years old, let alone 812, man. You know? 815, okay? And that word Canaan goes into basically possession, all right? Canaan being the son of Enos. All right, and it says, and Enos lived 90 years and begat Canaan. And Enos lived after he begat Canaan 815 years and begat sons and daughters. You see, 815 years again. All right, and all the days of Enos were 905 years and he died. And Canaan lived 70 years and begat Mahalalel. And Canaan lived after he begat Mahalalel 840 years and begat sons and daughters. Still, again, just showing you that pattern, all right, of the sons of the Most High bearing fruit, all right, and seed at those large amount of number of ages, man, all right. And Mahalalel, meaning basically praise of Yahweh, okay, was the son of Canaan, okay. And let's get into his name, all right, because we're going to go into it and prove that these were male heads, man, showing you that the Most High deals with men, and also showing you that the state that we were in our glory, man. Just backing up those numbers of years of age, man, that we were living up to in those times. All right. This is Genesis 5 where we at 12, it says, and Canaan lived 70 years and begat Mahalalel. All right. Canaan was the father of Mahalalel. And let's get that word.
Strong's H4111. Mahalalel.
Mahalalel, it says Mahalalel, praise of Yahweh, you see? Son of Canaan, and the fourth in descent from Adam in the line of Seth. Okay, now let's go down to Strong's definition. It says praise of the Most High. Praise of the Most High. Mahalalel, the name of an antediluvian patriarch and of an Israelite. The name of an antediluvian patriarch and of an Israelite, man. Patriarch meaning what? A male figure, all right? A male head. Antediluvian meaning what? The period before the flood. So this period, let's break it down again. The name of a antediluvian, which means before the flood, all right? Before the flood of when the Lord repopulated the earth through 8 people, Noah, all right? Shem, Ham, Japhet, and their wives, man. 8 people, okay? So this was before the flood, all right? So the name of a before the flood male head of an Israelite, you see? You can't get away from this, man, all right? The great-grandson of Seth was an Israelite. So what was the great-grandson of Seth or the grandson of Seth, all right? And what was Seth, all right? And what was Adam? They were Israelites, man. All right? The Adamites were Israelites. Okay? The sons of God were Israelites. Okay? Male heads of a family or a tribe. Okay? And this next version of us is going to be unrecognizable because we're going to go back to this great, glorious estate, man. This is Jude 1:6. And the angels which kept not their first estate. What was our first estate, man? The sons of God. It says, but left their own habitation. And notice the scriptures is identifying us as angels, man. All right, the sons of God are angels. We were liking onto that because of that glory, man. That glory that we had. And now, in these latter days, when you have Jacob's trouble, the Third World War, all right, Revelation 13-16, the Charagma, okay, martial law, FEMA camps, ultimately this place being nuked and America being destroyed, all right, we're going to go back to that estate, that first estate of the sons of God, man, and break these chains of darkness, all right, because we're prisoners of hope. It says, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness until the judgment of the great day. And that great day is Jacob's trouble. That great day is the day of the Lord, man. And that day is fastly approaching, all right, and that leads us, okay, to show that and prove that we're going to inherit those celestial bodies, man. All right. Just as Yahushua, who was Adam, went from earthly to celestial to a quickening spirit. That's the transition that the sons of God, if we be at that number, the hopeful elect, are going to transition into, man. Because just as Yahushua was the image of the image of the invisible power and the firstborn of every creature, we're the first fruits under Yahushua in that inheritance. All right. This is 1 Corinthians 15. I'm going to start at verse 39. It says, all flesh is not the same flesh, but there is one kind of flesh of men, another flesh of beasts, another of fishes, and another of birds. And notice it describes the flesh of men first. It says there's one kind of flesh of men because man, all right, starting with Yahushua, okay, and under Yahushua, King David, the rest of the 12, the 144,000 men, women, and children, it's a hierarchy, man, all right? And the tabernacle of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is with men, okay? And we have dominion over beasts, fishes, birds, okay? But it says there are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial. Now let's get that word celestial and terrestrial because it's going to show the transition of us being unrecognizable because now we're in that flesh right now, okay? So we're limited. We have certain restrictions and bounds that we can't go past. Okay, it says there are also, I'm reading in the NLT, Corinthians 15:40, there are also bodies in the heavens and bodies on the earth. The glory of the heavenly bodies is different from the glory of the earthly bodies. You see, we're going to be unrecognizable, man. We're going to be in heavenly bodies, man. Celestial bodies. All right. And that's the same transition that Yahweh went from Adam to Yahweh, man. Earthly to a quickening spirit. Let's get that word terrestrial and then celestial, because we're going to go from this, which it says terrestrial.
Strong's G 1919.
Epigeos. It says existing upon the earth. Earthly, terrestrial. Okay. It says worldly. Physical or morally, earthly and earth, terrestrial. You see? Terrestrial, man. We're going to go from terrestrial, okay? And I'm going to read up really quick. All right? This is 1 Corinthians 15 and Salakia. Before I read up, Akim, I'm going to get that word. Since we showed what terrestrial was, I'll get that word celestial really quick. Just to, before we read up, make the point. All right, that word celestial. Just showing the difference. So we got terrestrial, which is earthly or worldly. Now celestial, it says
Strong's G 2032.
Epuranius. It says celestial, existing in heaven, things that take place in heaven, the heavenly regions, heaven itself, the abode of the Most High and angels, the lower heavens of the stars, the heavens of the clouds, the heavenly temple or sanctuary, of heavenly origin or nature. And that makes perfect, wonderful sense, man. All right. The things that take place in heaven, existing in heaven, the heavenly regions, even the lower heavens, like it goes into the stars, man, which is the third dimension. All right. Or the second heaven. So you have to even have a celestial body, all right, to dwell in the lower heavens or the third dimension, all right, or what you call space. You have to have, because you can't go into space without a so-called what? Spacesuit, right? So you for certainly can't go into space just in your regular fleshly body, man. You have to be changed, okay? That's what we're going to go into. We're going to be unrecognizable. Now that we have that word celestial, all right? Now we're going to read up. Salakia, we're going to read up. And then we're going to get that word and just show that comparison. Again, it's 1 Corinthians 15. All right. And I'm going to start at 20. But now is Yahweh Mashiach risen from the dead and become the first fruits of them that slept. And we read in Colossians 1 and 15. All right. The image of the invisible power, the firstborn of every creature, man. Okay. Because like it tells you in 2nd Esdras, from Adam coming we all, man. All right. Get it real quick. This is 2nd Esdras 6 and 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures. Because Adam was made Lord of all thy creatures, man. But specifically, all right, Israel, it says, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen, Israel. All right. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. As for the other people which also come of Adam, the other people not chosen, it says, thou hast said that they are nothing but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. Meaning the other nations, man, starting with Esau, Edom on down, okay, coming from Adam. But the Most High say, even though nation that he had chosen, man, Israel, okay, and that's for certain, man, on the planet Earth today, man, that is facts. Okay, the Most High is making that clearly evident that he has chosen Israel, and also that he has put Israel under curses, man. All right, under that fleshly sentence. All right. Now let's go back to 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 21. For since by man came death, by man came also the resurrection of the dead. Through Yahushua, man, who came down in the flesh. And that's another cold cut to show Yahushua came in the flesh, man. It says by man came also the resurrection of the dead. All right, Yahushua came as a mortal man. It says, for as in Adam all die, even so in Yahushua shall all be made alive. Adam going into that earthly. Right, that earthly body is just material, man. All right. Okay, but that quickening spirit is everlasting. It says, for as in Adam all die, even so in Yahushua, Mashiach shall all be made alive. But every man in his own order, Yahushua, the first fruits, afterward they that are Yahushua at his coming. It says, then cometh the end when we shall have delivered up the kingdom to the Most High, even the Father, when she shall put down all rule and all authority in his power. You see? All rule and all authority, man. And we're going to take part in that inheritance, man. Inheritance means that you have a share or a portion in the riches, which is the kingdom, man. All right. Now let's go back. It's 1 Corinthians 15 and verse 41. It says, there is one glory of the sun and another glory of the moon and another glory of the stars. For one star differeth from another star in glory. So also is the resurrection of the dead. It is sown in corruption, it is raised in incorruption. Right. Going from earthly to celestial or heavenly. All right. That earthly being that corruption, the incorruption or the incorruptible body being heavenly. It says it is sown in dishonor, it is raised in glory. It is sown in weakness, it is raised in power. You see, power through who? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. It is sown a natural body, it is raised a spiritual body. There's a natural body and there's a spiritual body, right? Then this natural body is the body we exist in right now. The spiritual body is the unrecognizable body to come, the celestial body. It says, and so it is written, the first man, Adam, you see that first man again. All right, Yahushua. All right, the firstborn of many creatures, you see. The first man, Adam, was made a living soul. The last Adam was made a quickening spirit. The last Adam, now notice it says that. That's talking about Yahushua, man. A quickening spirit, okay? That is Yahushua, man. Quickening spirit going into what? Heavenly body, celestial body, man. It says, howbeit that was not which is spiritual, but that which is natural. And afterward that which is spiritual. And we're coming into that afterward right now, man. These latter days, man. It says the first man is of the earth, earthy. The second man is the Lord from heaven. You can't make that up, man. The second man is the Lord from heaven. Who's that talking about? Whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. It says, as is the earthy, such are they also that are earthy. And as is the heavenly, such are they also that are heavenly. And I want to get this in the NLT, 1 Corinthians 15, and see if they got something on that word quickening. 1 Corinthians 15, all right. And I'm gonna read it in NLT, verse 45. The scriptures tell us the first man, Adam, became a living person, but the last man, Adam, ooh, this is some heat right here, man. 1 Corinthians 15 and 43 in the NLT, the scriptures tell us the first man, Adam, became a living person. But the last man, Adam, that is, I'm going to read it verbatim, but the last man, Adam, that is Christ, is a life-giving spirit, man. So Adam is Christ, man. Adam is Yahushua, man. Yahushua Mashiach, man. All right, our deliverer, our savior, man. That's who Adam was. That's a cold cut right there, man. All right. Let's see if we can get some on that word quickening. All right. It says, quickening. It says to produce alive, begat or bear living young. It says to cause to live, make alive, give life, by spiritual power to arise and invigorate, to restore to life. It says by spiritual power to arouse and invigorate. Wow, man. That's what we're going to be unrecognizable with, man. Those spiritual powers, man. That life being restored unto us, that increase. It says of the spirit quickening as respect to the spirit, endued with new and greater powers of life. Man, it's heavy right there. Endued with new and greater powers of life. Unrecognizable, Akim. That's the times that we're coming into. And Lord willing, we endure and remain to receive and inherit the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, whom the world ignorantly calls God, and whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I'm going to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Call Halayim Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Harak Hakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well and are worthy of the double honors, my teachers. Peace and blessing to you, Aki, in pushing out this truth. And you sincere Akwath in these last 6 of time. This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 45 in the NLT. The scriptures tell us the first man, Adam, became a living person, but the last man, Adam, that is Yahushua Mashiach, is a life-giving spirit. Kwam Yashala, Shalom.